Hello, this is my video on how to swap out a lock cylinder and rekey it. You can see my Schlage lock on the right. It's seen better days, and if you call Schlage and you're the original purchaser, they'll send you a new lock set. They didn't ask for my receipt or anything. I was kind of surprised. But what we're going to do is take these screws out. Screw there. And let me turn it around the other way so it's the same way, and that screw, and that'll pull out the lock cylinders. So included in your new Schlage set, you'll see this little thing, and it's made for taking handles off, but it really helps for getting this little piece out of here. This is spring loaded, so it's got to go down in order for you to unscrew this whole thing, this little piece here. So you just push down on it and you can unscrew. Super easy. See? So now everything's out the back. Be careful with this piece because it is spring loaded and the spring will shoot out on you. It's possible. There's a little spring. So now I've got that. There's my lock cylinder. And to get the lock cylinder out, I've got this special tool. And I sell these tools on eBay. I'll have the description in the link. But basically, you put your key in. When you put your key in and turn it, you follow along pushing this tube inside, and it replaces where your tumbler was. If not, there's a bunch of springs in here with little pieces that go up and down, and they will shoot out of this thing, and you're pretty much screwed at that point. So really, you got to have this tool to do the job. You'll see plastic versions online. They work well too. I think I've probably got the cheapest price anywhere. So I've unscrewed these screws. Screw comes right out and you can pull out the lock cylinder. We'll do that on both. So at this point, this is the cylinder that came out of my old one. You could just put it into the new unit, put the screw in, and you're done. But you can see the front of mine is a little tarnished. So I'm going to actually rekey this new piece that looks different. So it's basically just taking the guts out of it and putting them in this new cylinder holder. Okay, so to do this, you want to put in your key that came with the brand new lock cylinder. And I turn it sideways, so that makes now all the little pins that shoot up inside the key, they line up with the top of your key here. So I turn them sideways, and that way these pieces are on a smooth piece of metal. And basically what you do is push it through, and as you push through, it may take a little bit of finagling to get it in, to get it started, but once it's started, it's going. And the reason I have this piece up is because if these aren't up, they're falling out. Okay, so here's your little pins that you need to, that we're going to replace, because this is the new key. I want to keep using the key I've always had with my house. So we're going to put this to the side for now, and we've got this piece good to go. If your front door lock happens to have a piece like this on it, a lot of times it just pulls right off. So you just pull it off, put it to the side for now, and it looks just like the brand new lock they sent us. Except it's all brass. It's probably, the old one's probably better quality than the new ones, I'm thinking. But you can see some corrosion on here. Maybe this new piece they sent will not corrode. So I'm going to do the same process as before, using this little pin piece, holding down that little spring-loaded clip and unscrewing. Guess I need to turn it around so you can see better. There we go. It's off. Keep all the pieces in the same order. Put them to the side. Again, this little piece has that, and it's got a little spring inside. All these little flakes on my skin are just graphite from where I've lubricated it in the past. I'm going to take a second to point out what's the front and what's the back of the cylinders, just in case you take the pieces out and forget. The back has a little notch on it right there, The new one also has that notch, and you can see a little bit where the screw was holding it, just in case you happen to forget which one was the front and what was the back. So this is the front where the screw is going to go in. You can notice there's no screw marks or anything where a screw ever was. On the brass piece you can see where the screw was in the back, and on the front, you know, there's no screw mark. So put your key in the front. Remember, turn it sideways, so that way all your little pieces that come out, all these little pieces here will be up so they don't fall out. I'm going to use the same piece of steel to do this transfer with. And there we go. So now all my cylinders are on the same piece. Easy stuff. So here's the new key and my old one. So basically I want to take these little pieces and put them in this one. So with this key, we could keep them in order. You can put a piece of tape on here and pull them all out at the same time. I'm just going to dump them out because I'm not using these pieces anymore. You can take the key out, make it a little easier, but there we go. Everything's out of there. It's just those little tumbler pieces. So I'm going to put these to the side for now, out of the way, so I don't confuse them with these pieces that I really do need. So I take these pieces out one at a time. I just hold my hand over it, my finger down, tip it over, I get one piece out, then I go to the next one, tip it out. So I just got the first piece out, and I'm going to put it pointy end down. There we go. Pointy, see the point? There we go. Pointy end down into here. So there's my first piece. Second piece. Third piece. Fourth piece. And here's the last piece, fifth piece. So there are no pieces left in my original cylinder. Here's the brand new cylinder. I can slowly put my key in, and it should be level. You shouldn't have any pieces sticking up or sticking down or anything. If it is, it's not, your lock's not going to work. So now what you do, you hold it up to your, this is the new cylinder going in the new lock piece. You hold them up like this. I like to go, again, I like to put it a little bit sideways. You can go straight on like this, but it seems to work a little better if it has a smooth surface to slide onto. And there we go. That is it. We have transferred to the new lock set our old key combo into the new piece. And now you just put everything back together. Pretty simple. So I'm going to put the back part onto this new, onto the new cylinder, and you could use the old brass pieces. It'll all screw back on. That way you don't have to take this piece apart, this piece here apart. But I'm just going to use the new back piece just so there's no. Sometimes metals that are dissimilar have issues, so I'm going to use all the new pieces. I am going to put this original piece, because I need this for my front door lock, back into here. So basically you just do that, so that piece is together. You got to put your, I'm going to use the new spring and the new pin to go in. The pin can go either way. It's the same on both sides. I should have mentioned before to take the key out before you start doing all this. That way you can lay your piece flat. And basically, this goes like that. There's a little, like a little C washer in there. The C washer has to, the opening part has to go where that little pin is. And we're going to use this little tool again to press it down, screw it on. It'll only go so tight. That is it. And this piece this was on there originally, just pushes back on, and we are back together. So here's our all new piece, original combo. We're using our old linkage in the back. Here's our new Schlage lock. Put it in. You just insert your screw there and you're good to go. And that's all you do. And reinstall the way you took it all out. That's my video. If you got any questions, just let me know. But again, we sell this little tool. It's super helpful. And good luck.